We're number one.
Jimmy, this is being a cheap ass. You know, I'm like, damn.
You heard it here first. Joe
Right,
Rogan
right.
listens to our podcast.
Right, we're the best. They say people that cuss are more honest. So I'm an honest motherfucker. Put the fish away, Reggie.
It don't even hurt to get
Not for me.
your volumes up. Nothing to it. Okay, let's do it. Come on. I'm ready. I want to do it.
Yeah. I got one on right now. You want to see?
Jimmy and Gee. Madhouse Bar Talks, baby.
That is a bunch of shit, Jazz. That thing makes no sense.
Good morning. It's Sunday,
Good morning.
April 13th. Spring is in the air. It is, if it's going to be a nice day, it's going to be like 60 degrees outside. That's going to be nice. Patio. Don't have a patio worker, though. No, everybody wants off. They could be making bank today, too. That's a good money.
What you going to do?
Go out on the patio? No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to do it. We're going to see how good Allie is. Find out if she can handle it.
Oh, she's
if she wakes up.
Yeah, she's been.
She was late as hell yesterday.
Well, I ain't even gonna say it.
I said, what's your lame excuse? She said, I was sleeping. It's like at 3 o'clock. You had to be there at 3 o'clock. You're still sleeping? God damn.
I was just wondering who trained her.
Yeah, that's so anyways, yeah, she's on tonight, but no patio worker, which sucks. I really wish I had a patio worker. That would be cool. That would be way better. But anyways, it's still going to be open. Just she'll have to move in and out, I guess, a little bit. You know, we'll see how that goes. But so anyways, last week's all excitement. We're going to want everybody wants to get in. Everybody's waiting for that. They don't want to hear about the patio and this. They want to get into this, all the stuff that went on last week. Well, you can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I can.
Anita was telling me everywhere she goes, you know, she's the one who does the pull tabs or whatever. She said everywhere she goes to, they're talking about it. not the Santa Claus fight, the baby thing, you know. And it was funny because I got somebody, well, actually a couple people sent it to me, but somebody sent me this song, and it's made by this app called Suno, S-U-N-O, I guess is what it's called. And they send me this song, and it's funny. I mean, I was laughing as I listened to it. So then we played with it all week. We were messing around with it. But I'm going to play this first song. This is the first song that started it all. This was the first one that we got that came in, I think like Tuesday or something. Somebody sent it to me. But here it goes. Here's the song, everybody. This is the new hit going around Lorain County.
I'm swaggering through the house bar door, shouting loud. I know my rights to the floor. He sniffed another man's girl, oh what a feat. Turned around and tripped over his own feet. He effed around, oh he found out. Lost his cool, now there's no doubt. The universe said, take this route. He effed around, oh he found out. He landed hard right off the stool. The crowd all laughed. He played the fool. Santa walked in and run through a swing. Ho, 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 Santa's got a mean left wing. He effed around, oh, he found out. Lost a fight in a big old bout. Santa gave him if no one could plow. He effed around. Oh, he found out. That was a plate of nachos gone for good. Some joker stole them from under his hood. Oh, no cheese, no chips, no guac delight. Aaron sat there crying all through the night. He had around. Oh, he found out. Lost his pride in a way so stout. Karma's friend that'll always shout. He effed around. Oh, he found out.
Oh, so that was great. So we get this song and we're laughing, but it's on an app, you know, clearly somebody made it with an app. So then, because in our minds, I mean, even though Ogle's so happy that this happened that night because it took all the attention off of him, you know what I mean? But at the bottom end of it, everybody, we're still like, we're literally all thinking about this whole thing still with Ogle because, I mean, it's just too big to. So we're messing with the music, and then Amanda has the banger, dude. Amanda pulls the banger out of Sono or whatever you want to call it. I mean, she pulls out a song that literally could be a hit song. Like this shit jams. It's like it's a banger. It's just a banger. So let's listen to that one next. Here we go.
Yeah. She had the apron, the vibe cracker barrel queen, butter churning lies, plotting her scheme unseen, Amazon cart, fake bumps and sonogram stashed, whole town bought her act till the barrel got smashed. 9 months in the belly full of fraud, madhouse screaming if she faked us all. Truth uncovered, Google's the Messiah, reverse image search, lit a game on fire. Congrats to the bump, but the kid was a ghost. Ogle on the hook, she was playing the most. Took him for brunch, biscuits and gravy. Side hustle eyes that baby, maybe. Angry murmurs in the sweet tea haze. Folks at the barrel trapped in a daze. Whispers round the porch, chairs creak with tales. Her plans unraveled, her story derails. 9 months in the belly full of fraud. Madhouse screaming if she faked us all. Truth uncovered, Google's the Messiah. Reverse image search, lit her game on fire. Had dreams, now a nightmare to match. She thought she had him locked tight in the latch. Amazon ultrasounds, prime delivery fast, but the web's too smart, her cover won't last. And 9 months in, the belly full of fraud. Madhouse screaming, yo, she faked us all. Truth uncovered, Google's the Messiah. Reverse image search, lit her game on fire. Congrats to the bump, but the kid was a ghost. Ogle on the hook, she was playing the most. Took him for brunch, biscuits and gravy. Side hustle, lies that baby, maybe. Ogle had dreams, now a nightmare to match. She thought she had him locked tight in the latch. Amazon ultrasounds, prime delivery fast, but the web's too smart, her cover won't last. Yeah. Ogle. Yeah.
That one's crazy.
Well, it's what's real funny about that whole thing is that is yesterday I'm playing it for Allie, and Allie goes, Amanda can rap like that? Too much. So yeah, that was, and there's a million of them. I mean, Amanda made a million of them. I went to bed one night after we got this first one. You know, we get the first song out there, and I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, and she's got 100, maybe. I don't know. She had just been up all night, just loving it because it's so much fun. I mean, that thing, you put
cool.
very few words in there, and it just goes from there, and it just puts it together, and it's that app is really, really good. We tried that one that we keep seeing, that Donna app. It shows up like in social, like as an ad, and it's the same thing, does the same, but it's horrible. It's nowhere near as good as this one is. This one is like, it's on point. That thing is really, really killing it.
Shit, there's nobody has to sit down and write songs anymore. Shit.
Yeah, no, I mean it's killing it. Yeah, you could just if you were a rapper, you could just take that track and roll, and you're good. You know, I mean that shit's hot. That would be a hit song for sure. And you know what? When you look at it, like that guy, those guys in Lorain, the two guys that have the podcast, the father and son, he had his rappers on there. You know, they come in there, all they want to talk about is like money, getting laid, and stupid shit. Like it's like just use your intelligence and do something, like, you know, make something more lyrical that's impressive, you know, compared to what that's all they put out there. It's stupid. Yeah. I don't get the whole vibe of it. But anyways, so that's the new jam in town. That's good. That's just like, you're probably gonna hear it on my bike, jamming it out. I tried to put it out on the podcast, but they wouldn't let me. Just issue like how I did Melody of Hope. I tried to do that, but now that we're with Spotify's like, no, it's got to be like, if that, you have to go get to the music end of things. You have to get the rights to post music, and so they just wouldn't let me do it. So that part kind of sucked, but you know, whatever. It would have been cool to have that, just to be able to play like Melody of Hope. That would have been cool. So I get a phone call from my insurance company. When was that? What is today, Friday? So I guess it was Wednesday. I get a phone call from them. And then I called her back or whatever, and she said there's an incident report filed from Aaron Knapp with the liquor board. So she needed all the information, all the video footage, all this stuff. So he's filed. And so I'm assuming that means that he's going to try and file some kind of lawsuit against Madhouse because he got beat up here. I don't know what the building would have anything to do with him. And everybody keeps going, why didn't you call it? Okay. The whole thing took 4 minutes. His ass whipping would have not changed. The only difference is the police would have maybe arrested him at that point.
Yeah, you got 8 witnesses against him.
Yeah, I mean, nothing would have changed in the whole scenario. I mean, nothing would have changed whatsoever. I mean, the police weren't going to get here in 4 minutes of what had happened. And there's all kinds of, like they said, did the bouncer hint? There was no bouncer. There was no nothing. That you literally fought with customers, and you want to blame the business that you fought with customers in. And you know, and the thing is, it started out because he put on those posts. He started posting stuff. He posted and he issued a statement to the Lorain page, I think, or something like that. I think I think it's a media news outlet of some sort.
So he half-assed admitted his guilt.
Not half-assed. He flat out said he took responsibility for it. But then he backhanded it and goes. And he didn't say nothing about what we did at that time. He just didn't like the idea that we put the video out there with such a private incident. It's like, there's nothing private in a bar, a public bar. There's nothing private. I don't know why you think this would be, why you would consider that a private incident. It's definitely not a private incident. You know what I mean? It's just that so obviously he's setting up to, and everybody told me immediately. Everybody goes, that dude's going to sue you. That's what he does as a whole. I mean, I got so many messages like, this is his MO. This is all he does. And you know, it aggravates me because here's a guy that, for one, is running for council or was running for council. I don't know if he's still running. I don't know what his plans are now, but he's running for council. He aggravates everybody. He wastes a lot of time he wastes a lot of people's time with just stupid aggravations and lies, for one. And let me just tell you, the liquor board, the insurance lady told me that he said he just stopped in for a sandwich. That's what I'm waiting for her to actually send me the report. She said that he stopped in for a sandwich and was attacked. That's what he said in the liquor. That's what she told me. The insurance lady told me.
Sounds logical.
Well, at midnight, the whole incident happens at midnight, and our kitchen's been closed for 2 hours at that point. And do you think we're not going to pull up the receipts that you ordered like 16 drinks in 4.5 hours? I mean, that's I mean, what the hell? Well, 16 shots. I don't know if that was 16 drinks or if there was double pours in some of them. I don't know I don't know what because the way our liquor system is, it counts the actual pour. So if there's a drink that he gets that has, you know, to like for anybody, like if you were ordering a Long Island in the bar, you would automatically get 5 drinks, charged for 5 drinks if we made it by hand, because we have like a pour system and it clicks on it. So, but either way, there was 16 shots poured out of it that he paid for. Whether he gave those away, drank them, whether they were half shots, I don't know any of that stuff. I just know that he got ordered 16 of them, and he was here for 4.5 hours. We have footage of him here for 4.5 hours, and but his claim was on there. His specific claim, according to the insurance company, I haven't seen it myself, was that he showed up to pick up to get carryout food and was attacked. That's his claim.
Okay.
I mean that's nobody attacks somebody coming in to pick up carryout food
Unless they wanted his food.
Well, that one guy did for sure. You know, I just imagine that guy got that burger home and he was like, oh, onions? I don't like onions. And threw it away. Didn't even eat it.
I like the way people are sticking up for him. You know what? I don't even think it's mostly people. I think it's him.
There's like one lady and then him. I think he just makes multiple profiles.
Multiple profiles.
You catch him in little things because he says, I.
Oops.
Yeah, or then somebody said that, and I didn't even catch it. They said that he put Aaron C. Knapp, like the internet sleuths that just saw the video knew his middle initial. Okay. I mean, just stupid little things that he's putting out there, but yeah, he at any rate, that's his claim, and it's like it's all that is just ridiculous. First off, second off, they keep saying that Santa attacked him. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. So he comes flying in the door, swinging on everybody.
You watch that video, dude. He's kind in every moment, every gesture. I mean, it's like a little pat on the back. Come on, buddy, let's go.
Here's your food.
Yeah. When he falls, he catches him from hitting the ground. Although I've heard him say multiple times he's trying to say that he's concussed at that point. Yeah. It's like he broke your fall. Like he stopped your head from hitting the ground. This guy that you then ran in the door and sucker punched. That's the guy that you went after. And then even after that, Andy's just trying to push him away from the kids so the kids don't beat his ass. Well, I keep saying kids. The young men don't beat his ass. And the one guy did get a couple punches in, you know what I mean? And Andy's just trying to hold him down. Let them guys leave. I mean, Andy's doing a solid. I got to admit. I think he's doing a good, and he's doing right by him. But then he's biting him, ripping his beard. He must have thought that, like he was a mall Santa, you know, like he could pull his beard off. You know what I mean? And then it just turned out to be real hair or whatever. Is that what it was?
Man, it was horrible. Those patches around here.
Oh, it was bad. If it's even a video, too. You don't pick up on it because after they get up, they're tussling in the booth or whatever. Right. So you don't pick up on it. But if you just look to the left, you'll see a pile of hair, dude. It's like a whole beard over there. It's a whole beard.
And when he's in the booth, people are saying they didn't see the bottle. I'm like...
You could see Ogle grab it.
Yeah, grab it right.
You could see it. Yeah, you could see it. He just walks right over and goes boom. Because at that point in the video, you signaled Ogle, can you help me? You grab one, I'll grab one, essentially. Right.
Then he grabs the bottle. And then
he walks over and just grabs the bottle. Calmly, just like walks right in. Chevy chases it.
So if I grab one of them, the other one's going to swing on that one.
Sure.
I've been in that situation.
You got to have both of them.
So you got to grab both of them. You can't just grab one. Either one. You know what I'm saying? If you
The whole
grab
thing-
one, the other one's
whole
going to
thing
start
is
teeing
you're
off.
closing this down so that these young men don't whoop his ass because they're ready to whoop his ass bad. Like they want to tear him up.
Right.
I want to know what he said
They
to the
calmed
girl.
down.
Though. I need to talk to them.
When I went up to him, they calmed down at that point.
I get that, but if he keeps it up,
Right.
that's
right,
what I'm saying.
right,
You're
right.
just trying to end the situation,
right,
get him
right,
out of there.
right.
You know what I mean? And he don't even understand. You were doing that to protect him at that point, and he gets to he flares the ends. And anybody that would go out there and blame me, who I was in bed,
Right.
I was sleeping. I was 10 o'clock. I was probably in bed by that night.
Mm-hmm.
I had no. I mean, it has nothing to do with me. First of
Right.
all. To blame the bar has nothing to do with the bar. This shit could have happened in a convenient. It could have happened in a park. This
Right,
guy
right.
just doesn't know how to talk to people. He doesn't, and then for them to say he doesn't, like his body language in that video where he cozies up to a person he doesn't know.
Right.
And the girl is aimed one way at the bar, straight at the bar. You see it.
Right.
He falls into her and then straddles his legs aimed at her, and she turns around this way at him. And then evidently he says something that just set everything off after that.
Right.
I don't know what he said. I'd love to know. I want to talk to the girl or those guys and find out. Well, I'd rather talk to the girl here right from the
Right,
horse's
right.
mouth. And find out exactly what it was he said, because he said something, obviously.
But all that was like, I didn't know anything about that. I'm just shutting it down. That's it. Everybody go home. So we don't have that.
Right.
He's the one that brought it all up. You know, it was him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He just keeps going with it. And then, not like I said, he's got to be ready to file a lawsuit. It has to be what it is. I mean, what else would it be that he's requesting or making an incident? I've never had an incident report. What does that even do? Like, I've never had an incident report for the bar ever.
Yeah, I should have called while he was here. I wonder
And that's what
why
everybody keeps
he
saying
didn't do
you
that.
should call. Yeah, right. Of course he didn't call when he was here.
Right.
Because he wouldn't have called while he was here. And the other thing is too with that whole thing with him is that the whole thing saying we should have called the cops. So do you think that the police have nothing better to do than to get our stupid customers that are out of the bar when it's time to close every night? That's what we're supposed to use the police force to do that?
Yeah.
What is that? What sense does that make? Like, that's what you think we should, for all the shit you talk to all the public officials, you think that we should be out there like just, it's the police's job. We'll let them handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody showed me a body cam footage, which is weird because he just started coming in here like the end of last year, a little bit here and there. I would see him, and then I find body cam footage of him at Doghouse. Where supposedly he was like trying to go in the bathroom with some girl that had her pants on her ankles and stuff. That's what
I don't know.
That's what the police. That's when the police came in. That's what they told him. The police officer.
Right. When he's sitting outside of a building or something.
No, well, when at the beginning of the video, they're talking to the bartenders in there.
Right.
They said that he was pushing and shoving the bartenders in there, and that he was trying to go into the ladies' bathroom. Then they interview the lady in that video too, the same lady, and she's pretty trash. But apparently, he's trying to go in the bathroom with her, according to what it says on that video. Now, what actually happened, I didn't see it. I don't know. This is all secondhand knowledge, but I definitely heard what the bartenders told the police officers.
Right.
And then the police officers go and talk to him, and he's like you say, he's sitting on the sidewalk outside, which is weird anyway. I don't know why
I think he was
doing
waiting
that.
for an Uber at that point.
Oh, is that what it was? Mm-hmm. And then he starts telling them that he doesn't talk to cops, and he knows his rights, and then he just spews off at the mouth, like keeps talking anyway. It's just
he was gonna go counselor.
Yeah, he was gonna go counselor. That's what he said. You're gonna go in the ladies' bathroom and counselor. That's what you were gonna do. I mean, what the hell? Because they said she broke up with her boyfriend or something. I don't really know the whole situation.
Is out there.
That footage is out there. Yeah, it's definitely out there, and it's 150% right before he started coming here. So he became our problem evidently at that point, and everybody was weirded out by him the whole time that he was here.
People keep saying stuff about it, and I'm like, we had odd people here before, and everybody's been nice to him.
Oh yeah, they were. In fact, In fact, there wasn't an incident here with them the whole time. It's just that he was odd. Nobody liked that he was odd.
Nobody bothered him though.
No, they stayed. Yeah, they stayed clear of him, rightfully so. But so, anyways, I think I've got a lawsuit coming at me now, or I think he's going to try and file one. But the thing that's crazy about this whole thing is that from what I'm seeing now and what I'm being told is this is his MO.
Right. That's how he conducts himself.
And I guess somebody sends me this, and I'll show it to you right here. If you read right here, it says, "This is hereby ordered that Aaron Christopher Knapp be and is hereby prohibited from filing any new litigation in the courts of the state pro se without first obtaining a leave of a judge of the court where the litigation is proposed to be filed." And in other words, that he's caused so many false litigations that they're not just going to let him file a lawsuit, because I've never heard of that. I've never heard that happen before.
I've never heard of that either.
And then and this is in Idaho, so I don't know. He must have lived in Idaho or something. I don't know, but I mean, how do you? I've never heard of such a thing.
I've never heard of that either.
That's crazy. And then I've got all these other people going, you need to file a lawsuit on him and this and that. I'm like, I don't do that stuff. Like, I don't waste people's time.
Right. If anybody should, it should be Andy for him biting and pulling his damn hair.
Yeah, well, yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that, but that's on Andy. But I don't waste people's time. Like, the courts have so much better. And Lorain as a whole, the stupid shit that he's trying to always argue about, I don't know if he realizes, like, Lorain County, like, we have people that work every day and have to run around in tattered clothes. Like, they're wearing tattered clothes as they go, you know what I mean, as they go out about their day, so their kids can have some sort of decent clothes. We have, it's a community where they're not making a lot of money. There's not a lot of great jobs. You know what I'm saying? And people have real problems, like serious real problems. And he wants to, like, bring on dumb shit and go fight with people and argue with people. That's like this bar. I've got bigger fish to fry than whether or not a guy that's never coming in my bar again, what he thinks of me. I don't give a shit what this guy thinks of me. I really don't care what he thinks of me. I don't care what he thinks of the bar. I don't care what his girlfriend that's on there, that Jane, I don't know, whatever her name is, that girl, I don't care what she thinks I should have had done.
Right.
There's nothing that I should have done. And then they're saying that, I should have provided security. Security, there was 6 people in the bar. 6 damn people. 6 people in this bar, and I'm supposed to provide security for 6 people. What the hell is the matter with you? That and quite frankly, they're all friendlies. Everybody that was in there was friendlies except him. He was the only person that doesn't suit as a regular. The rest of the people that were in here all get along, all hang out, all are friendly with me, friendly with the bar, friendly with the bartender. You know what I'm depending on the bartender.
Yeah,
I mean, there's some that they prefer over others. I don't know, but
they come when that person.
Yeah, absolutely. Show. But for the most part, I mean, the city has way more to do. There's no reason in the world for them to waste their damn time with stupid shit that he just wants to throw out constantly. Just let me see how many things I could throw out. And Idaho obviously got fed up with it. They're like, this is ridiculous. I'm done.
I wonder if Ohio's going to end up doing that to him.
I don't even know if it's allowed. Right. Like, I've never heard of such an order.
Of that. Sounded weird.
I never have heard anything like that. I've never heard of anything like that. I mean, how bad would it have had to have been for you to, for them to just, a judge to actually issue an order saying you can't just file lawsuits. Yeah, what the hell?
Right.
I mean, and honestly, this dude is the most hated guy I've ever seen.
I've never seen that.
I have, and I'm not talking because he's on a Republican ticket, I think.
I don't think it has anything to do which side he's on.
Oh, the Republicans are like, oh no, we don't, no, hands up, no, nothing to do with us.
Right.
Like there's nobody that wants this kook in their freaking wheelhouse, and it's like, And then he's on there, like I said, he's putting out different things, and he goes to like this Newsmax and posts shit. He puts out stuff like this, and this is real news. You know, I don't know how he gets his stuff on there, but it's real news. Like this is like it's Newsmax, and he puts out all kinds of shit, false shit, fake shit.
Well, look at
makes up shit,
and he's holding him down. He's pulling his beard and shit, and that's a clip he's got like, what, just holding him down?
Yeah, literally. And even when he says he's assaulted him, he's literally like, come on, buddy. There's a nice little pat on the back. Like,
here's your food. Come on. He's just asking you to leave.
Yeah. I mean, this is a man who travels the world in 24 hours to give gifts to kids. I mean, he's a kind person.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Why would you hit Santa Claus? Why would you bite Santa Claus?
That's the thing.
And rip his beard out? I don't get it.
No. You know what? He might have not have recognized him without his hat.
I don't know, but I think we should all of us, as a whole, we should all put in our profile pics that I stand with Santa. I think that's what we should do. We should have I stand with Santas in our profile pics. That's what we should do. Poor Santa, getting beat up, getting chewed on.
Yeah, gnawed on like a bone.
And especially with those weapons he's got, that should be assault with a lethal weapon. Those teeth, those things look like freaking just massive. Like freaking, they look like they could do some damage.
They did.
Yeah. He had like three big bites.
Man, that one on his arm right here was pretty bad.
It was so big, it went from like his elbow to his wrist.
Oh, for real? I thought you meant the bruising.
No, just the size of the teeth. No, it's wild. It's wild. So then you messaged me yesterday, and you're like, "This motherfucker's out here with all kinds of fake profiles."
Right. It was crazy. So then, you probably catch a real one here and there. So I'm arguing with everybody.
You think any of them were real?
Yeah, I think maybe one or I don't know, one. Either way.
The bearded guy or something? You said something about that.
Yeah, I thought he was real because I looked at his profile. There was other pictures and stuff. His don't have no pictures, no nothing.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So I was like, oh, well, maybe you're real. I don't know.
Maybe that's the one he put the work into.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. But there was a lot. Definitely, I'd say 4 of them was fake.
And just arguing with you?
Just arguing with me and shit. And I'm making shit up, talking shit. I didn't care. I was just.
And they all have the same opinion that the bar.
Right.
The thing is I don't think anybody understands what it's like when something like that goes on. It's like I said, the whole thing, front to end, is 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Total. That's it.
Yeah, sure.
That's it. And Andy.
At what point should I have called the cop? If I would have called the cops, at what point would you think I would have done it?
That you would have called the cops?
Yeah.
At no point.
Yeah, that's what I'm like saying.
There's nothing in that situation where you would call the cops. Not to bother them. No. Why would you bother the police?
That's what I don't understand.
I mean, the thing is, if you call the police every time there's some silly thing that goes on with the goofball, then all of a sudden the cops get aggravated with you. Not you know what I'm saying? Then then they hate us. And I found that out in 2020 when I mean,
I remember that.
There was shit jumping off in here 24/7, and the one cop got pissed with me. It's like, what do you want me to do?
Right.
I don't know any of these people. They don't usually come here. They're showing up. They're not even drinking here. They're coming in and starting shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're rolling in, swinging, knocking motorcycles down and shit. Like that 2020 shit was crazy. And then the police act like there was something I could do. It's like, no, there's nothing I can. Something needs done with this county though. I don't know what you do to fix. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I've been thinking in my head, like, what could you actually do to change things? Like, because like that shooting that just happened at Tower Boulevard. Did you see that?
No.
I actually drove by it. I was picking up Barrett Friday, and we drove by it after it happened. There was cops everywhere and all that stuff right there at Tower and Oberlin Avenue. And it's like, I mean, this shit's got to stop, man. It's worse. Like, you're getting like people are coming from Cleveland coming here and getting shot. You know what I mean? And then, and it's just like they need to. I don't know what you can do to change that. I don't know, to change that. Like these young kids, there's something needs to happen with these young kids.
They got
whether it's hope, whatever it is, something has to change. And these young kids, like, so that they, I mean, just shooting off guns and stuff, like you just threw your whole life away.
Right.
You just threw your life away. And these kids don't care because they don't feel like their life's worth anything or something. You know what I mean? It's weird. Something needs done with that. That's a real problem that needs addressed. Not, whether or not Aaron is happy with whatever things are going on with him. I mean, that guy is a goof. That guy, I've never seen anybody, in my opinion, I have never seen anybody that has been so extreme, and he goes after everyone, harasses everyone, and he lies. I mean, he's flat out lies. To say he was attacked in that bar stool, that is an absolute false. That's right. The video shows it's absolutely false. And only ones that agree with him is this girlfriend and his fake accounts. I mean, that's it. I mean, everybody that looks at it, you can see the kindness out of Santa's heart. You could see it. You could see it. You know what I mean? Plus, I mean, he's done so much for us, presents all these years, and I mean, why would you hate that guy?
Put out a couple cookies, you get what you need.
Right, and he don't even eat the whole cookie. Leaves you a little. He's a good dude.
Half the milk.
Half the milk usually, yeah. Some crumbs on the ground. I don't know. The guy, seriously, I honestly think he should, and this is all honesty. This is an all honest, I'm not even like, I know I fuck around and joke around a lot. I honestly think that he needs therapy himself and some medication of some sort. He has something going on with him. There's something where he's got like some Napoleon syndrome, or I don't know what it is, but he wants to feel important. And he comes in here trying to be important. He comes in here like interjecting himself into people that don't want him interjecting.
You're at a bar. You're not at a counseling.
It's one thing if somebody's having an open conversation and you get in on it and it's something that has something to do with you. Yeah. It's another thing when a 50-year-old man goes to, some 20-some-year-olds and just pushes up on them and starts talking shit to, like, it's so weird. It's just an odd, he definitely needs therapy. And it's to the point where Amanda goes, this is why, like, sometimes I'll think maybe I should try therapy, She goes, I'll think it. Like, maybe that is something I should try. Maybe that is good for you. And then you find out people like this are therapists. And you're like, nope, I don't need it at all. Like, these people are not like right. How could that guy have ever been your counselor?
I'm sorry. I mean, cold.
If he can't freaking gather his shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can't keep his shit together. I mean, how's he gonna, concierge you? You know what I mean?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
And you know what? It's not one incident. That's what I'm saying. Everybody has a bad day. Don't
No, from what I understand, there's 3 total. No.
3.
Yeah, there's another one. Where was it at? There's a third one. Yeah, it's not on police video, but he's barred from there. I can't remember where they said it was, though. I can't think of where it was. And that's just with us. I mean, he's went after the police chief. He's went after the prosecutor. He's went after all the different councilmen. And it's always because he feels slighted because he wants to talk. You know what I mean? That's what happens. I know for a fact that one of the councilmen was approached in the grocery store, and he was talking to him, and he's telling him, okay, he was there with his wife. He goes, we're just trying to shop, buddy.
Right.
And he followed him around the grocery store and then out to his car and just felt like he was ignored and was pissed off because he didn't talk to him.
So then he went after him, huh?
Yeah, then he went after him. Then he was after him after that. Like, I think he just wants to feel important. I think that's the whole thing, is that's all he cares about, is he wants to feel important. You know what I mean? Or he thinks his opinion is better than everyone else's, maybe? Possibly.
Everybody else is wrong?
Something.
Well, when you go to a state where they put a ban on you for filing shit, I think you got issues.
Oh yeah, there's been multiple people sending me stuff, and there's like it's in California, Idaho, here. Like he just is constantly filing shit. Like somewhere along the way, he learned how to file something, and now he just thinks it's a big deal.
Yeah, anybody
You know what
can
I
go
mean?
down and file a FOIA request and ask for a police video and all this shit, and you just keep doing it and doing it and, doing it.
And bothering, wasting not only taxpayers' money, but it's literally like this is effort that could be applied towards
Stuff that really matters.
correct instead of the bullshit that Aaron's got going. You know what the city should be focused on? How do we give these kids hope so that they don't put a gun in their hand and just shoot at people? That's what we should be focused on in this area. I mean, it's getting bad. I mean, you've seen it a couple years ago at Oakwood Park. There was that shooting where a kid. I mean, they're just they're just constantly, and it's these kids. If they had hope, they wouldn't do that. I mean, let's face it. If a kid thought that he had a future, he's not going to risk it to get in a gunfight with some dumbass. It's just not what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But like I said, you got an area where everybody is, you know, they're struggling. I mean,
It's a blue collar place.
It is blue collar, but it's worse than that. Like it's not like when I was a kid, you would go out and you would see people inconvenient and you'd run into people out and about, whatever. When I stop at a gas station or a store, I see adults with like tattered clothes. Their cars look like they're, you know, fairly nice, but not like new by any means, but they're decent cars, but they like got, you know, you could see their clothes are worn. They're older. They're not like, I mean, people in this area are struggling. And then you want to add and make it about other things that have nothing to do with anything except for your little, like, you know, notice me, look at me bullshit. Like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like focus and all of that, because you do it constantly, you change everybody's directive and what they're thinking about, and now they're focused on your dumb shit because they have to. Because you have to, when a lawsuit gets filed against you, you have to address it. I mean, it as soon as you don't address it, that's just admitting guilt or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. That guy is the next level retard, basically. Are we allowed to say retard again? I think we are.
I think so.
I think so too.
But anyways, like I don't know what this city calls it, FOIA request or Freedom of Information Act or something. So they gotta give him that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if he goes down there and he files, they gotta give it to him.
Yeah, you gotta waste our time.
Yeah. So if you're gonna go sit there and fucking come up with some bullshit all the time and go up there with papers and papers and papers and papers, here I want to know how many ceiling tiles are in here. You know, like, who wants that? Like, it means nothing. Why would you waste this man's time or the city's time, resources? Just let's know how many ceiling tiles in here or whatever he does.
Yeah, no, you're just making up
stupid shit just to waste people's time.
Yeah, and it's constant, and he goes after like the worst of the worst people that he goes after, I've heard this Jim McCann. I haven't met him yet, but I hear he's a real asshole.
Is he?
That's what I hear.
I knew another Jim McCann, and he was about that age, but he passed away. So that was kind of weirding me out. Like, are they related or something? He was a detective, yeah.
He was a detective? You sure he passed away? Because this guy's a police chief.
No, it's not him.
But he went after him on multiple. He went after his family, his kids, all this stuff. Like, and you know the guy's an asshole already. If he is, that's not going to end well for you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to fuck with somebody, but it's another thing to fuck with a police chief that you know is an asshole. You know, that's like, I mean, that just, you know.
I really ain't never heard much about that guy.
I've heard that he's an asshole. I've heard him go, yeah, whatever. I've heard.
Have you ever heard you was an asshole?
I've heard it a couple times.
Maybe once or twice.
It might have come up here or there. It's possible.
In rumors.
Well, there's people that feel like I shouldn't have done the video with Ogles, you know, that should come down. There's people, but if there's people that are like, I don't know how I feel about it, and this, look, Ogle wanted that out. It worked out perfect for him. He
he
never
didn't
had to
go
have a
home.
conversation with her. She gone.
Right.
He didn't have to tell his parents. They heard it on there.
Right.
He didn't have to repeat that story to anyone else. He just said, hey, all he had to do was sit there, drink his beer, and go, yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
And that worked out just great for him.
Oh yeah.
That's how
he
he
has
wanted
no
it.
complaints about the podcast.
Absolutely. And that's who we care about. Ogle's the one. So there are people that think I'm an asshole for doing it.
Yeah, no.
They're definitely, it exists out there. But if you ask somebody, when they say I should think it, they think I should take it down. If you ask them, they'll be like, do you really think you should take it down? I'm like, I really don't know. I'm like torn. It shouldn't come down. That video should never come down. That was the best podcast ever.
Which one?
About Ogle. About the pregnancy.
They're saying take the whole podcast down?
Yeah. Like we put out too much out there.
Yeah,
You know, like that was just somebody's personal
Ogle
stuff.
knows us, and when we say we was gonna, well, he's the one that said to do it. So
he said it. He flat out told me. I never asked.
Right.
I mean, I wanted to. I ain't gonna say I didn't want to, but I was being respectful and like I wasn't gonna ask. You know
I
what
did
mean?
say, if you want us to do it, we won't do it. And he's like, do it. And he walked out. Eh.
I mean, I'm not saying I told him in the podcast studio, though. That's not true. I was in my office, right next to the podcast studio.
I was at the store when I told him when he was at the. Hey, Ogle, you want me to not do it? He's like, huh? All right, he said do it. Nah,
there's too many, like she says, there's too many facts. Oh, well, that's just that it was a guaranteed, it's what it was. And I didn't put her name out there, and that's only for the respect of her daughter.
Right.
I wouldn't have never, I mean, that's just for her daughter's sake. I don't want that to come back on her. That has no bearing on her whatsoever.
Right, no.
But if she didn't have any kids already, I'd have went. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have said it for sure. Although most of us around here know exactly who it was, clearly.
Who it was. But the listeners don't. So.
Yeah, the listeners from distance don't know and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not coming down. There's no reason for that one to come down whatsoever. But yeah, they think I'm an asshole for doing it, is what I'm saying. You said that people think I'm an asshole. They think I was an asshole for that.
But not for that, no.
Yeah, Ogle said that. That was still funny, though. I wish you could have seen that. I wish I had that on video. What? When Ogle goes, put it on the podcast. And I probably went,
I was here.
You weren't here.
Yes, I was.
No, it was me and Amanda.
I was sitting, wasn't I sitting right here?
I don't think so.
When he walked out, I was sitting right here.
When I first told him.
Oh. No.
This is when I first told him.
No, I'm talking about right before we got.
No, I know.
Oh, okay,
when I first told him everything, I didn't bring up the podcast. I'm sitting at the table right there.
Okay.
I'm breaking it down. He gave me the thing. She finds out that it's fake or figures out that you can order fake sonograms. And he just goes, put it on the podcast. And Amanda goes, don't tell him that. I go, shut up. No. And I'm like, ooh.
No, I'm talking about when I came in and you guys were like telling me about the last picture she sent him.
Yeah, that's second. No, but he told me in the morning to do it.
Okay.
That's why I was already setting up to go on the podcast because he told me in the morning to do it. But early, when we first talked to him, he told me that.
Yeah, when I heard that he said it, I didn't hear him say it, but I heard that he had said it. And I was like, look, I don't know about that. But when I was in here and he got that last picture, I was here for that part. And that's like when he walked out and we hit go.
Right, right. This Jessica Marie just commented. She makes a good point. She goes, he should have left when he was told to and when the got beat up, blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay, so this is the point. Him and all his fake profiles and maybe one or two other people keep looking to point the finger at me to blame and the bar to blame, I should say.
And me.
Well, yeah, and you, and I don't know how you ever got to blame. You like literally, you didn't touch anybody. Mm-mm. You know what I mean? You laughed. I mean that,
that hand swing.
But you can't help it. If it's funny, it's funny. Funny's funny. It don't matter.
I bet 90% of the people that watched it laughed.
Yeah, but if you've seen it in real time, you say it's funnier. That's what you say. But anyways, I mean, the point is that they want to blame everyone but this guy. But it's all his fake profiles and all that. But they're blaming everybody but this guy. Let me see how many different ways it cannot be my fault. The fact of the matter, in this situation, you were the asshole.
Right. 100%.
Oh well, it happens. I mean, you know what? It reminds me. One time I was in the park at the Center Park in Put in Bay, and I'm walking back, and there's 4 guys just whooping the shit out of this poor kid. And I go over there. I go, come on, I kind of broke it up. I mean, I don't own Put in Bay. I don't own the park. I don't have no. But I seen him whooping his ass, so I stepped in. And I step in, and then the guys kind of get out of there, take off, and the kid's just sitting there. He's all busted up, and he goes, "Whew, did you see that? They whooped my ass." And I said, "Yeah, what happened?" He goes, "Oh, I deserved it." End of story.
Right.
End of story. He goes, "Oh, I deserved it." He knew he deserved it. If this guy don't know he deserved it, he clearly deserved it. I mean, I don't know what he said to this girl, but just the way he snuggled to her, he deserved an ass whooping. You know what I mean? You snuggle up to my wife like that, you would be filing a lawsuit on me, I promise.
Well,
You know what I mean? But it's that whole thing. It's like she's saying, he needs to be accountable for his own actions. Agreed. But at the same time, why is it anyone else's fault is what I'm saying. Why is it always pointing at someone else besides me? Besides himself? He's not even pointing at Santa. He's not pointing at the younger guys. He's pointing at the bar. Only the bar.
Right.
Which has no bearings on it except this is where it took place.
Right.
And then he put out a thing that says, did the bouncer handle this situation good?
What bouncer?
There was no bouncer. There was no you watch that whole video. In the beginning, you see Mariah, the bartender, bring out his sandwich. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the only employee involved in anything. The only person involved with the bar connected. I mean, you're connected, I would say, per se,
right,
through the podcast. I mean, we're close friends, but it's not like you get paid for anything. You're just a friend that comes up to the bar. You know what I mean?
And I wasn't even like hanging out here. I just popped in the door.
Yeah, you had only been here like 5 minutes, unlike him who was here for 4.5 hours.
Right, and my back was to all that.
Right.
So I didn't know what was going on. I think it was Mariah actually that said, something's going on down there. It could have been Liz. I can't remember who it was. Pointed down there, and then I went down there and I dealt with it. I was like, you guys back up. And then I walked around, started talking to them kind of thing. But that was... And then I told them the same thing I told him. It doesn't matter. The bar's closing, blah, blah, blah. That was it.
Right.
Then I went to him.
It's an easy way to solve it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
12 o'clock.
Everybody go home. We're done.
Right. So it wouldn't cause all that.
Yeah.
So then I go and talk to him, and he just starts going irate. So I'm like, what the hell? So at that point, he didn't get up and leave like he should have. And started all that shit. He started all that.
Yeah.
So,
and they keep saying that he was assaulted. It's like, because at first he goes, "Oh, they don't show the video where I was assaulted." I show that, and then he goes, "See, he assaulted me." It's like nobody sees that, nobody. And then he goes, "And when was I talking to a lady?" It's like I show him that video, and it's like, "Oh,
where's the audio?"
Where's the audio? Right, that's what it was. Where's the audio?
Where's this? Where's that? Where's this?
Fuck you, dude.
It sounds like he was filing FOIA requests.
Right, at the bar.
Right.
Like he's at
How many
bar.
ice you got in the ice tray? I want to know.
Yeah, it's I know. He's a fucking asshole. He's not even a fucking ass. He's there's something mentally wrong. I honestly not joking around. I honestly suggest he goes and gets help. He should probably commit himself into a hospital and let somebody really, figure out what's wrong. There's something wrong with him. He can't socialize properly, clearly. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's just the drinking. Maybe he's okay
maybe
when he's
both.
not drinking. I haven't seen him outside of that. Although I would assume that all these videos and all that posting has to be, I would think, would be sober. I would think, unless he's just constantly drunk.
When I told them to leave, they was cool with it. Then I tell him, he goes irate. So I'm like, at that point, if he'd just, okay, no problem, let me finish my drink, or let me grab my food to go, or let me pay my bill, or whatever, go ahead. Then get up and leave. There's no issue at all.
None. It's a simple solution.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Right. It's real simple.
I didn't kick him out.
No.
I didn't say you're out of here,
Close the
get
bar,
out of
which I didn't understand that the first day when you told the story. I thought you were telling him to leave him.
No.
I didn't realize you closed the whole bar.
I closed the whole
Which
bar.
was at the time that we closed it down. We closed it down at midnight.
Right.
Most nights. Most nights were closed by midnight.
There was a little group over there talking with Ogle. There was
So 6 people at the bar. It was literally 6 people at the bar. It's like 6 people at the bar. And he fought with 4 of them. 5 of them, right? 5 of them. There were 3 guys, a boy. And yeah, he fought with most of them.
oh, somebody's mad at you.
Somebody's mad at me. What did I do? Again. Somebody's always mad at me. I don't even care anymore.
All right.
No, who said it? It's on your side or I don't see it up here. I don't, whatever. But so hopefully this ends, but I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it's going to keep going. He keeps putting out, like, he just put a thing that said that I claimed that he filed a incident report with the liquor board, and that's false. It's not. I mean, who else did it then? If not him. He's the only person. There was no police report.
Well, he might have used one of them other profiles to file it.
I mean, it's him.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, from what the insurance company said, Aaron Knapp says he showed up
and got attacked
to carry out food and got attacked.
Yeah.
She said that. That's what she told me. Now I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for it. Hopefully they'll send me that Monday. I'm hoping. So I can try and figure it out from there. But at that point, if you file something with the liquor board like that and you falsify, like, is that seems pretty, like, that doesn't seem like just a slap on the wrist. It doesn't
or
feel like
nothing.
Like, I wouldn't risk doing that. I wouldn't lie in some document to the liquor board and just make up shit.
Yeah, there's clear documents of a video of you being here for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know that, and then a tab and all that stuff. Like, it's just.
I just walked in the door. 5 people attacked me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that just doesn't happen too much. I mean, unless you're like, walking that wrong bar. You know what I mean? Like, if you're like the only white guy in a all black bar or only black guy in an all country bar or something, maybe that would happen.
I've been in that situation.
Have you? Where'd you go, in Louisiana?
No, it was here.
It was here?
Yeah.
There's like all black bars in Lorain?
No, all white bar where I got.
Oh, they treated you. Oh, okay. See, I forget that you're not white. Half the time I forget about it.
That was rude.
I mean, your rice is bland. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you got to make that.
Actually, it was right there. But that time it was different. I didn't get in. They all was on my side. Right here.
Oh, the one that closed that Phases?
No, right here. The
one that was a strip club for a little bit or whatever?
Yeah, but I think it was before it was a strip club.
I don't remember what that was called.
Les's.
That's it. Les's. They didn't like you in there?
No, they liked me in there.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that was a different one.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy thought he was going to.
You thought he was going to be a tough guy?
Yeah, and everybody in there said, Gito, hey, buddy, come here, let me buy you a drink.
So you're going to run for council? You should run for council.
Yeah.
I think you should do it.
We'll think about it.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
It's too late now.
Did you see that picture of Angel Arroyo and them cleaning up the underpass yesterday?
They had welders out to fix it?
No. Yeah, do you see that? Like,
yeah,
like
that, forget it. We didn't mention that, did we?
No. And they show it, and all that concrete's like busted up, falling off of there. And then they said that the railroad said it's been inspected and it's fine. It's like, that ain't fine. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it. It's not fine. That concrete that's falling off the side of that bridge, at the very least, can just bust up your car. Like, that's not okay. It's not fine. I'm sorry. That's not fine. But yeah, they were cleaning, like sweeping up the garbage. They picked up all the garbage from like people throwing shit out of their cars and all that stuff. They were showing all of them.
Yeah, I think we pay city officials to do that, though.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the council.
No, there's nothing wrong with doing that. No.
Nothing wrong with it. But I was looking at the picture. I was like, Gito could be a councilman because he was like kind of in the back holding the broom. I'm like,
Yeah, I could hold it. I could hold that broom.
I was like, Gito will fit in perfect.
And I love jumping on skidsters. I'll be with the little brush and shit.
This is right up Gito's alley.
Yeah, that's right. Talking shit, sweeping shit.
There you go.
And jumping on a skidster once in a while.
I think
for
we
a
should-
photo shoot.
I think you should go for it. I think that you would be
Too
a
late
better
now.
councilman. Not too late this time, but there's another round. I think it's perfect.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm
You're
just
Hispanic. It's a mostly Hispanic community.
Listen,
Everybody knows you
I
already.
don't do that half stuff. I go straight to the top.
Oh, you want Bradley's job.
Yeah.
You're going right for Bradley's
Yeah,
job.
why play with the little stuff? Just go straight to the top.
I feel like too much falls on your shoulders if you got Bradley's job. I figured a councilman in South Lorain, it's like, you know, you can just bitch. You don't have to actually do much, right?
You gotta hold that broom.
You got to hold the broom. You do got to hold the broom. I haven't seen no real change in South Lorain in a long time.
I don't know. That Oakland Park is looking nicer.
It is finally looking
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
It's looking a lot better. I'm gonna give them credit on that. They're that.
I want
park's-
to know about, like, why didn't they just cut it down and do what they were going to do? They had that whole plan. They were going to hook it up over there. I don't know why they didn't do it.
I don't know, but it's looking good. I ain't gonna lie.
I haven't been over there in a while. I'll have to go check it out.
Terminal's putting up a memorial for something over there. It's already half done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of them trees were cut down. A lot of trees were planted. Yeah, it's really looking good. I'm gonna have to admit that.
That's good. There's somebody who wants us to bring him in on the podcast that's doing a disc golf thing down there now. They reached out to me, but then all this chaos ensued.
Yeah, you wasn't even
So I
paying
didn't get a
attention. Hold on,
chance.
buddy.
I'll have to revisit it, but they want to come in the podcast and talk about the disc golf that they're going to do there, or they've been doing there. I think a woman reached out and said her husband's the one who's actually doing the disc golf there, which I hear that's pretty fun. I've never done it. I hear that's fun, and I hear pickleball's fun. That's what we should do. We should go play disc golf against each other and then pickleball against each other.
Whatever you want to do.
Let's
buddy.
do it. I think that's what we should do. You think your Achilles heel could hold up?
I'll stretch that mug.
You better stretch it. You better. There was no updates on the Ogle thing, by the way. None whatsoever. No. I was trying to
Good,
get him.
actually, good.
I was trying to get him to get a. Well, there are some little ones though.
Doesn't matter. Leave it alone.
No, I'm not leaving it alone. So, the dollar store next door. I went in there one day and I caught her buying tampons. This was like 4 months ago. And I told Amanda about it, and Amanda goes, "Oh, they're probably for Danny." And it's a good argument, I guess. She could have picked them up while she's. I mean, you definitely do that. You need something while I'm at the store, so I mean, it's a good argument for it. But I hadn't really put too much thought into it, you know. But then the girls over there told me that somebody's been opening up the tampon boxes
Taking
and grabbing a
handfuls, yeah.
handful for the last few months. Somebody's been going through there, and like there's always just an open box with a handful gone. And I would bet money that doesn't happen no more. I bet that's what she was doing after she knows I seen her with them. I didn't mention it. I didn't even bring it up. I just went, oh, okay. I'm gonna tell Amanda about this one. You know what I mean? But yeah, so there was like she was just reaching in and getting. I tried to get him to use the pickup line. Dude, I think it's a strong line. I think the girls would laugh and it'd be a good opening. I said you should just ask them because everybody knows about it. Just go. Hey, you want to pretend you're pregnant?
You want to practice?
Hey, I send him the send it to him thinking it's hilarious. Like I think it's funny. I'm laughing hysterically. And I send it to him, and then I go to the camera to watch him open it up because he was sitting out on. I think he was out on the patio, and I watch him open it up. He did not even crack a smile. he clearly did not find that funny at all.
He's probably not finding this funny either.
Yeah, probably not. So they pulled it. So they've got that going on. The finding the tampon thing. She said that there was no beer being purchased over there. No. She was not buying beer, but said they were stealing the tampons. What else was there? There was one other thing that I remembered that I wanted to bring up that I forgot to bring up when we first put the show out.
You know,
Because there's people that just can't get enough of that whole story.
Yeah, it's got to start dying.
It's gonna die off. I mean, eventually, but it's so like I mean, I know it consumed my head. Like, what in the hell? You remember the week leading up to it, me and you both.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, after you believed me and heard it and believed me, you're just like, we got to tell Ogle. We're just like, then it's like, then you'd go, maybe not. I don't know. Like, it was like
Because
so back
certain
and forth.
things would just throw me.
Like what?
Like,
Oh, and I said that Danny put on her cigarettes being purchased too. That's part of it. Yeah, but I don't think that was Danny. I said Danny's the one who put on her baby shower. I guess I assume that because Danny likes to throw parties all the time and stuff.
No, it was.
It was it don't matter who it was. Don't say it. They don't even want their name out there. They don't even want their name out there. But they said at first
Ooh,
they
that was
felt
close,
slighted,
huh?
like I'm the one who put on that party. And then they're like, "Ooh, it ain't on me." But it wasn't Danny. Amanda said she took all the pictures, so I guess I assume that's why she did it.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, so I was wrong about that. Danny didn't do the party. So
And Danny also didn't say that. She said something. She said, you had said something. I can't remember. Damn. That we had wrong.
that we had wrong.
Yeah, there was something we had wrong. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know what it
Maybe
is.
that's what it was. I can't remember.
I can't. I don't. We didn't get a whole lot wrong. I still don't know exactly like how that belly grew. I mean, there's an assumption that maybe it could be some sort of liver disease or something, but I mean, I don't understand the.
Oh, about her admitting it. I think that.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes. Originally, she admitted the whole thing. Now she claims it was 20 weeks, and then she lost it. That's the claim now that she's going.
Right.
But originally, I was told that she admitted the whole thing. That's right. You're right. That's what it was. That was what it was. So that whole thing is pretty dead in the water.
Right.
But we still want to, make fun of stuff and be funny. So one of the things we did was we ordered you an ultrasound.
Yeah. Did you get it? Oh, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, too.
So we come in, we order this ultrasound.
Just basically to show how easy it is to.
Yeah, and it's the exact one. Like, it's a perfect match almost. Not perfect, like, everything name-wise, but it's a perfect, like, you could tell it's the exact same thing, except it says Gito, and it says Oakwood Memorial Hospital, and Oakwood Park Memorial Hospital. And I think you were 23 weeks or something. I forget what it was. And we ordered it, and I thought it was going to be hilarious. I thought we would maybe frame
This
it
is
even
even
everything.
better.
But what happens is we get it Friday, and this company mixes up your sonogram with some other ratchet bitch. Some nasty motherfucker that's trying to do the same fucking thing all over again. And she's freaking... She lives in Connecticut. I think it's Waterbury, Connecticut. Okay. 23 years old. Her birthday was April 11th. Okay. We received the package on her birthday. We literally get the package on her birthday. That's like that when it comes, and it's supposed to be yours. We open it up, and it's Justina's. And it's funny because Amanda already said, like, it would be fun to own that business, like where you make the fake sonograms, because then you get their name, where they're from, your shipping address, and just go watch it all unfold on Facebook. You just do it all day long. Just watch the stupid
That's
shit.
Crazy.
So this chick, she's in Connecticut, 23 years old, and it was actually, we went looking for her and we couldn't find her at all. Me and Amanda both were trying to find her. Her name on there was Justina Schofield. Okay. 23 years old, her birthday. We couldn't find her anywhere. Her brother finds a Justina Scho. It's Scho. It's just SCHO. In Connecticut. Okay.
23 years old.
23 years old, and her birthday, she's got a big, like, he shows the post where she's going, happy birthday, like it shows her. Doesn't say how old she is at that moment, but then you scroll down a little bit, and she shows her 19th birthday 4 years ago. So she's 23 years old. It's her. It's got to be her. And so if you live in Connecticut, okay, if you're in Connecticut, Waterbury, or you live near Waterbury, Connecticut, and some girl's named Justina Schofield is trying to tell you she's pregnant, that's a dirty bitch. I don't know what the hell. This was like a newer one, though. Like, I think it only said 5 weeks on it, you know? But this girl is so full of herself. She's a big girl. She's at 23 years old. She got the body of like a freaking, I don't even know. She's a big girl. She's a big, hefty girl. But she's all on there, like, posting pictures like, you like the view, gut hanging out. Like, it's bad. Like, it's
people
hideous.
like that view.
Some people do like that view, I guess. But then she's got ones that are like, I love it when I work out for real, loving the results. And it's showing her, it's like, the results? What the hell did you look like before? You know? It's like she's got all these, like, she's pretty full of herself. But anyways, she got somebody on the hook, and she's trying to tell him, and you know what? She's probably got your sonogram.
You know, she's bad as shit.
What if she's done this before and she don't even open it, and she just goes and shows it to him, and he's like, who the fuck's Gito?
Right. Oh my God.
Yeah, so there's some rotten bitch. So it just goes on. Dude, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to me. That this shit actually goes. I mean, it's consistently going on, and they don't have to mark that. That to me is still wrong.
Yeah, it should have this is just for fun or something on it. It's just
something
novelty kind of thing.
I want to know how many people have been shown a sonogram. Because I also wanted to show yours because I wanted to show what the real one looks like. But I don't want her name and stuff on it. So if we show yours, then people could see, because when that sonogram shows up in their face, they could go, nope, I'm not giving you abortion money, you know? Wow. Because that might just be the scam. You know, like this girl putting out like it's 5 weeks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hers was at 5 weeks, so she might have just been trying to get a little birthday money. You know what I mean? She'd get it on her birthday, go over there, get a little abortion money, go out and kick it with her girls for the night.
And you could use that same one multiple times.
Oh, yeah. You just got to have enough sex with multiple people in the same time, and then you just go run the gamut. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, 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 boom. Hit them all up. You know, if you could
walk out with a new car.
It's better than hooking. I mean, I don't know how much they pay for sex. I mean, that girl maybe $50 that would be top dollar for her, I would believe. And that would maybe if she keeps her clothes on and uses her mouth. You know what I mean? She's bad. It's bad. It's horrible.
All right, I think this podcast is about done.
No, that's not over. So, but my point is that you could get a lot more money if you can get, like, what's an abortion? Like $600-700 maybe? I don't know. Yeah, so if you can get that out of each one, if you could like get you 4 or 5 Johns during the week, and then come up with this thing a month later, you get, you know, it's on the back end, but you might get as much as $3,000 out of it if you plan it right. You know,
yeah,
pretty good, pretty smart,
pretty unethical.
I didn't do it; she did it.
Right.
You going to use yours to get some money? Mm-hmm. Some abortion money?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't believe in abortion? Or do you? I don't know. What have we ever talked about that?
Never talked about it. I ain't going to either.
Really?
I don't have no opinion. It ain't mine. You know, like.
No opinion whatsoever?
I don't really care for it, but it ain't my body to choose, so it's on them.
I don't think it's their body to choose either, in my opinion, but that's just me. What do I know? But, yeah, so there's that happen. So there is some ratchet-ass motherfuckers out there.
You think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Connecticut. In Waterbury, Connecticut. Justina Schofield. That's crazy. What's the odds we're the ones that get the mix up? Like, it's like God just wanted us.
Did you
to
ever
put it
look
out there.
at how many was sold? Remember you said how many was sold that month or
It was
something?
100 plus in the last 30 days, it said.
Okay, you need to look it up again. See how many was sold recently. I think our podcast helped them out.
You think we're setting it up?
Yeah.
We're increasing their sales? You think?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think, who would know that even is a thing? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
That's what's crazy. That should be, something should be done about that. They shouldn't be allowed to put false medical records. They shouldn't be able to recreate false medical records, false documents. That's counterfeiting, in my opinion. To me, that's counterfeiting. If you're creating it and it's false, it's counterfeiting. And just because it's not a dollar bill,
It's still counterfeit.
it's still counterfeit.
Because
it
you
still
could-
has value.
Right, I was going to say, because you could use it for value.
Right. 100%. 100%. Yeah, podcast ain't over. We still got to talk about stuff.
What you want to do?
I wanted to talk about the helicopter. Did you see that?
I did see something about it.
I learned a lot about helicopters. I couldn't believe it.
Well, what happened with it?
The freaking
I seen it go down.
the blade. Did you see like the blades landed afterwards? Did you see that video? They showed a fuselage lands in the water, and then the blades are going behind it, like 20, 40 yards away from it.
Wow.
Just fall in the water. But what happened was the blades of the helicopter cut off the tail of it.
That's what
Cut the tail of the helicopter off and then bust it off. And this happened with the helicopter being in complete perfect working order. Apparently, if you maneuver in such a way where you take the pressure off of the blades, so that like that, because the blades are like up there, they're but at some point you can maneuver it and the pressure comes out. You know what I'm saying? And that's like it's like on a swivel up there. And those blades actually can move this way and that way. So somehow, at some way, that thing was either maneuvered. I don't know if a wind gust could cause it, but those blades, the pressure came off of them, and they freaking went sideways and cut the tail off the helicopter.
Wow.
And then the shaft busted off, not the Jesus bolt or nothing. The shaft busted off of the freaking helicopter, and then those two parts went away, and the fuselage just fell straight into the river. So it's pilot error for sure. I would think more often than not. You know what I mean? It's pilot error. It's definitely, from what they're saying right now, it's the actual maneuvering of it. I can't believe that they would allow the blades in any circumstance to be able to reach the tail of the helicopter. That's what the crazy part is to me. Like, they pivot. Like, the guy got on one that was explaining it. He got up there and he showed it. Like, it's landed. He could take the blades and they're on a pivot up there on top of that post. But when they're under pressure, it doesn't matter. So if they said that it has happened a couple times, same thing. And it's usually has to do with the maneuvering of the joystick. So, I mean, it's
How many people was in there?
6.
All died?
Yep.
Damn.
There was a family from Spain, and his kids. It was a 9-year-old's birthday, and they were like here doing this for their birthday, basically. But yeah, the joystick would have had to have like up and over and like relieve the pressure off of those. So it could be it honestly, I don't know what happened, but it could be as simple as like he spilled coffee and jerked around too much. It could be that simple, which is bizarre to me. Like, that doesn't even seem like that should be. Seems like they should redesign that helicopter. Although they said it sounds to me like that, but then the statistics are like of the safety in those helicopters is like ridiculous. Like, for however many hours they're like, there's no problems with it. But evidently it is a possibility it can happen, which is just absolutely absurd to me. I don't see how that should ever be an option that can happen. But yeah, that's another helicopter that went down. That one right in the Hudson too, like Sully. Remember Sully landed in the Hudson? But yeah, so apparently there's engineering that allows those blades to just cut the tail off. That's wild to me. Absolutely wild.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no damn plane.
I didn't either, and I looked into it, because of that, because I just couldn't figure that out. Like how, because I know, like when those things go in flight, there's an inspection done. They're pretty stringent about it, but they're like, from what I read, passes every inspection, everything's working perfectly, and that can happen just from joystick control or non-control or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? That is insane to me. That's nuts. That's the equivalent of you're driving down the highway 60 miles an hour and your buddy grabs a steering wheel and just goes on you and just flips your whole fucking truck. You know what I mean? Basically, it's essentially what it is. I'm not saying somebody grabbed his joystick and did that.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's the equivalent of something like that. Basically, it just threw it out of control and those blades just cut the tail off and then busted off themselves. Pretty wild. But yeah, if you watch that, there's a video there. It shows the fuselage falls and then the blades are like coming down perfectly. So I wanted to talk about that because I thought that was pretty interesting and cool. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was this. What do you think about this dire wolf?
That's kind of creepy.
Kind of?
Yeah, it's creepy.
Right? I mean, they're like, it's Jurassic Park for real, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
This is crazy.
I just want to know why.
Where are they going to stop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got the technology. Everybody knew they had a technology to do that, but why?
And if they have that, how long before they start creating like superhumans? Like, you know how they're making super pot, like they're making weed, like they're genetically engineering it to make it like so much more potent and strong. How long before they start doing that to human beings? They clearly could do it if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, they're probably doing it.
The problem is, as you say, that's disgusting. America should stand against it, blah, 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 blah. But if we don't do it, and China does, or Russia does, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think it's nuts.
It's almost like you have to do it or something at this point, right? I mean, you have no control over what they do.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They're probably done it already.
Superhumans?
Oh, I don't know.
You think they've done it already?
I'm sure they've messed with them for sure.
You think?
They don't have the laws we got.
Yeah, no, they don't. And they do whatever they want. Like, they're the government and they just do whatever they want and make all the rules. They don't have to answer to the people. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's power. That's crazy power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that at all, that they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to mess with genetics like that too much. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I get the concept that you want to see what an actual dire wolf looks like. You know what I mean? I get the concept you want to know and see for yourself. But where does it stop? Is it like Tyrannosaurus Rex is next? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, where do you stop with that? That's crazy. I mean, there's bone marrow and DNA, I mean, throughout the world. Like, I mean, I just don't understand how it ends, you know? Like, when do they stop? Because I thought originally they weren't allowed to do anything, like mess with embryos, right? Or something.
I don't know how that shit works.
Oh, she's talking to mad shit now.
Who?
Amanda said that they must have done it in 73.
Yeah, it's time to shut this thing off.
You don't want to get into any more of your conversations you had last night?
No, I really don't.
No?
No. Never.
You're over it?
I'm over that. I was bored at home and I just engaged with the shit.
Because you don't feel good?
Yeah, I was like, I ain't going anywhere. I'm never home. So I was like, I don't engage. Fuck it. Talking shit. I was like, whatever.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go to court over this shit. I wasn't even here. This doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to end up in court. People think like, they're like, everybody's like, oh, you got to assume, you got to do this, you got to do that. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to do anything. You know what I want to do? I want to go boating. I want to
Nope.
Get my yard work.
That ain't happening.
I want to put a privacy fence in this year. Kind of want to finish her sheet.
Summer's not gonna let you.
This is what I want to do.
Summer's not gonna let you.
This is what I want to do. I do not want to go file lawsuits. And you know, I'd rather be on my jet ski or the boat or.
Summer ain't gonna let you.
I'd rather do so many more things
scheduled.
besides go to court. Going to court doesn't make any sense to me. That does not sound fun to me. Does he like love that? Does he love that going to court?
Yeah.
Think so?
One little accomplishment. He's like, yeah.
Did he get an accomplishment? I don't know if I'm getting any accomplishments. It seems like he fails at all of them.
We'll see.
On that note, I got some new out music for when we leave, when we go off the air. You ready for it?
Nah, I don't know.
All right, we're getting out of here, guys.
Wait a minute.
We're going to let this play us out.
What is it?
Here it goes.
Jimmy and Gito, kings of the sound. Madhouse bar talk, the wildest around. Lorain streets, 440 the code. Bar tails flow like drinks that explode. Yo, play that footage. They spark the real. Santa's throwing punches. Man, it's surreal. Fake pregnancies, the stories get wild. Contagious laughs leave you grinning for miles. Mics on fire, singers on deck. Roast game raw, they'll keep you in check. Jimmy drops a line, spit sharper than glass. Gito's comebacks got your sides in a cast. Two dudes, one vibe, straight lunatics. Lorain's real life sitcom is too legit. You ain't seen nothing till you roll in the bar. Camera footage rolling, they're raising the bar. Play that footage. They spark the real. Santa's throwing punches. Man, it's surreal. Fake pregnancies, the stories get wild. Contagious laughs leave you grinning for miles. 440 gossip, straight from the stool. Every shot's a story, every joke's a jewel. Jimmy's wit like darts hitting the core. Gito riffing riffs makes the crowd roar.